Hello, my name is Brandon. Today we are doing the Samsung Galaxy 3 intro. This intro has been through a few different iterations, but this is the one that we've landed on. And I will be walking you through the process of setting up, shooting, and eventually editing the full thing so that you guys can see it in the main review. So let's get it. Usually I like to draw out some of the ideas that we have here. A lot of like the general themes that like I want to try and capture in the full intro, but also it's easier to communicate it to other people in the process. Now, as you can see, not all of this pertains to Fold 3. We have a completely different intro in the corner here, but over here, we're sort of focusing on Fold. Now, as I mentioned before, I have a few different iterations of this intro, and actually, one second. There's a few different iterations of this intro, and a lot of them start in my notebook like this, and I sort of come up with ideas, themes, etc., sort of like with the whiteboard. But once I get here, I sort of take this, and then this goes to the second generation of that, the much more refined version of my initial idea. But basically, today we landed on a simple intro, one that involves the A-roll and then eventually goes into a bit of a montage segment. This is just a pretty standard, easy, but fun intro. Now, Roman numerals, you have 1, 2, 3, obviously 3, so Fold 3. So I kind of wanted to involve the 3 lines as part of like the text animation, if you will. So that's what we're doing here. That's what Tim is working on, and hopefully we will see that towards the tail end of this intro. As of right now, all that we've set up is a little bit of a lighting situation. So we have a top scrim. This will allow me to shoot light, a very bright light, from either the top on this side, the top on the back, top on the other side, whatever. The objective is to limit reflections on this big display. I'm gonna wheel in the M8. This is what we refer to as like the sun when the sun isn't out and shining, because it's just so bright. It's literally the brightest light we have at the office. M8. I think I want to go from directly behind, that way it's not hotter on one side than another of the phone. Also, since it's such a bright light, I kind of have a bit more flexibility as to positioning, just because it covers a lot of surface area. But yeah, let's attempt to get this around. So now it's warming up. You can hear that buzz, that goes away. Once that's done buzzing, you know it's pretty warm. It also starts off as blue, and then it slowly becomes more white. But yeah, now we just wait for it to warm up a little bit. Jesus. We're gonna leave that out of the video. Pretty soft light happening here. It's gonna become a little bit brighter and also a little bit more neutral, not as blue. Now we're going to choose a table to sit this phone upon. Ugh. We did it, Joe. Okay. So we got the placement, we got the light. Now the other thing is we can dim this down. So this is the dimmest it gets, but this is the brightest it gets. All of that light from one light. It's pretty crazy. Now for this, we're going to use a mixture of 100mm macro. We'll probably also do 55. Use some of this Pro Mist. It's looked down upon by some people in the industry, but
those people are wrong.
Exactly. The final element to a lot of these intros that you probably see whenever you see the phone moving or making slight micro movements in intros, we use this thing right here, which controls rotation as well as tilt, and it allows you to sort of get like a floaty vibe to your products. That way it doesn't look like you're just physically trying to move it with your hands. It's very precise, very nimble, doesn't shake too much, which is fantastic. The one complication will be trying to figure out how to mount this candy bar of a plate of a phone on something like this. I don't really know how to do that yet because this only extends so far. So these right here, these are called Nan Lights. These are one of my favorite filmmaking tools because it's, first of all, battery powered. You can make it any color you want, plus also just standard white, warm white, whatever. There's a spectrum. And also, it has a really high CRI. And most important, it's basically a lightsaber, which allows me to live out my dreams of one day being a Jedi. We run this around, then all of a sudden, all of these features on the design of the phone come to life. That little hit of rim light does wonders at a macro. Now the objective is with a lot of that movement of light, I want to make it a directional tool. So basically the follow through of the direction of light leads into the next macro shot. Basically the progression of the montage will be assisted directionally through light. Hope that makes sense. That's looking really good.
You're looking really good.
No, you. Before I start, I'm gonna loosely just write down a few things that I wanna capture in terms of the design of the phone. That way I make sure that I have all of that in camera and I don't question once I'm in the editing process if I have everything. So that's what we're gonna do right now. It's literally the exact same case that Apple made for the Apple Pencil.
You can only do so much with an S Pen case.
That's hilarious.
But yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
It's a fold edition pen, so that's the specific one.
So this,
branding
okay, so it
there.
says full edition.
Yeah. Other than that, just looks
Pretty
like a normal S Pen.
generic. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Challenger
I know
drive.
Bumble is, but
Come to assist however I can, if I can.
you can always.
I can always.
I'm just putting together a bunch of design attributes with this. I don't know, like what's new with this?
Oh, we have
the
the new
rails, yeah.
The camera bump.
Camera bump, yeah.
Even though I think it looks worse.
I should have mic'd you up.
Oh.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, so I think that if we did...
Could you put this on before you keep saying things?
Okay.
I have a few things on my checklist
Okay.
when it comes to the new design of this phone. Basically S Pen,
It's the fold edition S Pen, yeah.
the fold edition.
The biggest changes this year are the hinge, the camera design,
Okay.
the shape design, and the S
So
Pen,
we'll
and then the
fixate
waterproofing.
on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They also
6,
didn't give us a charger in the box
7
this year.
things. Okay. I like to keep the main amount of information, or the main objective, in the center third as much as I can with a lot of these moving shots. And the only change I'm going to make is I want to make the move a little bit longer. I'm going to just adjust focus real quick. So that's one shot. That is done. Hello.
I interrupt this program to ask both of you boys how long you think the video is going to be.
Oh, Jesus.
It's 14 and a quarter pages. Sorry, no, 4 and a quarter pages.
I was about to say.
14.
Fudge bucket.
4 and a quarter pages, and we also have the spicy Ooh.
All right. So basically, on every single video that we make, depending on the length of the script that Marquez and I make,
Continue.
sure. we guess how long the video is. We basically guess everything, and every single video that we make, we guess how long the video is going to be, depending on a number of factors: the length of the script that we write, whether or not we have a sponsor, all that stuff. But it's not Price is Right rules, so you can go over. It's just the closest delta. On the last video, I was only 3 seconds off, so I think I'm getting pretty good at this. So what are your guys' guesses? 4 and a quarter pages and a spicy intro. No sponsor.
I'm gonna guess that we're gonna be at about 12.
12 flat?
12.
I feel like that's kind of short. Okay. What is your guess, Hayato? Or are you already mic'd up?
No, we're good. I'm not. So I've got a running bit where I just go off the time. It's 3:46 p.m. right now, so I should be 15:46.
That's doable. Marquez did 15:15.
Yeah?
So your bit could work. You never know.
Let's do it.
Okay.
15:46.
I'm back to my cave to finish writing the script. There you go.
Well, thank you, sir. So this right here is the final movement progression that leads us into the final shot. So with this, there's just a slight rotation of the hole punch cutout, which then leads us into the final shot. So you see all the movement and the light wraps, and then it finally leads you to this last shot of the full phone, which will eventually have the full text graphic on the screen. So we've officially finished the actual recording process, which means that all 300 gigs of footage from that intro is on this card. So I'm gonna take this back to my desk and I'm going to sort through the footage and make something somewhat normal looking out of all of these clips. Turn on. Oh yeah. This is gonna look cool. So now we're in the gray room. This is actually the part 1 to the intro. This is what sets off the montage bit. But essentially, the idea behind this is that the phone is over on this little table behind Marquez in the frame. And he does his cold open and he's like, wait, my phone's back there. Snaps it, it appears in its hand. And that starts off the intro. So you get a little bit of magic, and you get a montage. And what am I?
Just hand it to me.
Which one?
The white one.
This one, yes. This is David Immel, everybody. Hell yeah.
My job here is done.
We're just gonna do a little run through, and hopefully it all works out in post.
I keep wanting to say before.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's up? MKBHD here, and this. Actually, I should. Oh.
Don't move your hand, don't move your hand. Snap.
And this is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3.
Now we're gonna edit a montage. Let's get it.
While we shoot the A-roll. So what are you doing in my swamp?
Okay, hello. So we are on to day 2 at this point. Basically have all of the elements in this edit now, this timeline. We have the magic phone poof moments at the beginning of the A-roll. We have the montage, and then we have the final text effect that we talked about yesterday at the end that this lovely gentleman, Tim.
Hey.
It's Tim, everybody. Things are coming together. I am pretty happy with the way a lot of this turned out, and basically now we just give it to everybody else to give their feedback on, and then eventually it'll be public for all of you to see it. And that of course will be on the final Fold 3 review on the MKBHD channel. And yeah, I think the only thing that I really wanted to talk about in terms of like the editing process, other than just everything you saw yesterday, was this is one of my favorite tools. It's called adjustment layers. Sometimes I use these for strictly coloring. Sometimes I use these for movement, so I'll keyframe different movement in the shots. That way it doesn't affect the actual clip itself too much, so you can keep your organization to your timeline. But yeah, adjustment layers are your best friend. Download those. It's like a plugin online that you can find. But yeah, that's like my secret tool, not so secret tool that I use in pretty much every single intro that I do. But other than that, we have music laid thanks to this one right here. Vin, tell us about your music.
It's your friendly neighborhood Vin. We used 20 SYL music as usual, honestly.
Sounded good.
But it did sound good, and the mix was really good.
See, it's a good
And I'm
problem to
glad it
have.
mixed.
Like having that much opportunity for like music and like different good tracks. Do you guys want to do a final look at the intro?
Yeah.
For studio content?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Oh, this is too much pressure.
This is the final moment. This is the final David, this is the final moment. Let's get it.
Hey, what's up? MKBHD here, and this. Actually, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3.
This is my favorite part.
Once again with two mics. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to go check out the full review over at MKBHD. It's called the Galaxy Fold 3 review. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 review 5G.
Got real big, like, don't dare say it wrong again.
5G.
Thank you for watching.